students, how are you? Students, yesterday I told you the summary of the poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum, which has been composed by the poet Stephen Spender. Today I am going to explain the poem line by line. Now listen. Far, far from gusty wave these children's faces. In this line, poet is saying that the children who are sitting in a classroom of a government primary school are far away from the gusty waves, from the enthusiasm, from the prosperity. They are far away from the prosperity and they are poverty stricken, and they are living in a miserable condition, extreme miserable condition. Like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor. And in this line, poet has compared the hair of the children with rootless unwanted plants, and he is saying that the hair of the children the hair, or you can say a netted and dirty hair of the children, are scattered on their pale faces, on their yellow colored faces, like unwanted rootless plant. The tall girl with her weighed down head. A tall girl is sitting in the classroom, who is sitting by putting down her head because she is deeply depressed because of her miserable condition, because of not getting sufficient food to eat to satisfy her hunger. But even after that, she is forced to sit in the classroom. The paper seeming boy with rat's eyes, and another boy is sitting in the classroom who is as thin as paper, and his eyes are like the rat's eyes. Means his eyes are bulging out. His eyes are bulging outside. Means it seems if his eyes are to come out of their sockets, and he is searching for food like the rats. Like rats always remain in search of food. In that way, that boy, thin boy, is also searching for food. He also is not paying attention towards study. The stunted unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting a father's gnarled disease. And what is saying that another boy is sitting in the classroom, he has inherited the disease of knotty bones from his father, because his father has also been suffering from the gnarled disease of bones, disease of knotty bones, and that boy is also suffering from the disease of knotty bones like his father, and all his bones are curled, spiral, knotty at every place. And he is showing that he is reciting his lesson, but actually he is not interested in study. But because he is forced to sit there in the classroom, that is why he is helpless, and he is showing that he is studying, but actually he is not studying. At the back of dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, and another boy is sitting at the back of dim class. He is unnoticed, means a teacher who is teaching in the classroom is not paying attention towards that boy. Teacher is only teaching in a formal way. While teaching, the teacher is not paying proper attention towards each and every student. He is only showing that he is teaching, but actually he is not paying attention towards teaching. His eyes live in a dream, and that boy is sitting in the dim lighted classroom. Means there is not sufficient light in the classroom, and he is dreaming about the squirrel's game in the tree room, and he is dreaming of the squirrel's game in the trunk of the tree. Students, usually squirrels used to run on the tree trunk, in the hollow space of the tree trunk. They used to run on the branches of the tree, and then they hide. They play the game of hide and seek by hiding themselves in the hollow trunk of the tree. And that boy is dreaming about the squirrel's game in the tree trunk rather than study. And he is not paying attention to our study, but instead of paying attention towards study, he is dreaming of the squirrel's game in the tree trunk. In this way, poet wants to say that the students who are sitting in the classroom, the children who are sitting in the classroom, they are malnourished. They do not get even sufficient food to eat to satisfy their hunger. Then how can they be able to concentrate towards study? Poet wants to say with the help of this passage to the authorities that the poor children should be given proper food at first, should be given proper cloth at first, should be given proper houses to live at first. Then they should be sent to the school. But government or authorities never pay attention towards their problem. They opened a school in the slum areas and in a formal way only. Means if the government opens the school in the slum area for the poor children, then it should pay proper attention towards their all needs so that they may study in a proper way. Now students, I think you will have understood the meaning of this passage very well. Now I request you to read and write the explanation which I will provide you in written, and tomorrow I will explain the next part of the poem. Thank you and have a nice day.